Yo guys, Features Gaming here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are back on Roblox, and today we are going to be playing some cabin crew simulator. So as you may or may not know, I do play this game quite a lot now. I did not really play it for a while and then decided, you know what, let's actually play some cabin crew again. And I've done it on a few streams, and you've probably known already, and by the title of this video you can see Fetchy Airways. Obviously we have an airline. If I scroll over to the right, you can see that I actually own the best plane in the game, the A380, a multiplayer of +9, so you can have the entire server on this flight, which is crazy. There is a business and first class on this on this plane, as well as economy. And the max passengers is 315 passengers, and I kind of average over 300 passengers that I get on, on a flight. Maybe a bit under 300, so maybe something like around 200, but it's still, closing on into that 300, which is still crazy. And a max Skybucks earn of $5,500. However, I have the ×2 Game Pass, so if we double that, I can earn basically about $11,000, I think, with this, or Skybucks with this plane, I think. If I go to customize as well, I do actually have 33,000 Skybucks as well, so maybe we might be able to do some customization. But as you can see, this is the plane. I mean, we may as well just, do a little screenshot there, so I can get a thumbnail. But as you can see, these are the first class seats. These are upgraded a little bit. I have the comfort seats, and the next one is premium seats. I actually have a bit of money, as I said, to do some customization. These are the business class seats. They are the exclusive seats. Next one up is posh seats. And here are the economy seats, which are maxed with the TV Plus one. So they have a TV for the passengers to watch. So do the economy seats. And, well, I mean, first class is supposed to have their own TV screen, so I don't know why they don't. Oh, there it is. It kind of like swings out from the chair in front. Obviously, it's two tiers as well, so there's like an upper tier as well. I kind of like doing the upper tier. I do the upper tiers economy and a bit of business as well. And then after that, I go down to the lower tier economy and do a bit of the business if I feel the need to. So anyway, we can do some customizations. So I think I'm going to get the final posh seats for business. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And as you can see, the business seats have now been updated. And as you can see, it's a bit more better. I mean, this one just looked like standard seats. These kind of give like a sort of like pod feeling. And, there's a bit more leg room, I do feel, or maybe just a bit less, but you have like a cutout, a nice tray as well. And obviously it keeps the TV thing. So that's economy and business seats fully maxed out on these planes. Now we move on to first class. So we only have 14,000. What's to get the next one? 16.2 thousand. So I don't have enough to get a first class seat. Obviously, on the customer side text, it's obviously called Fetchy Airways. I don't think I have the custom tail logo Game Pass, but if I did, I could probably, put my logo on there or something. But yeah, we're not going to do that just at this moment. So we're going to go ahead and exit, and we're going to take a flight on this plane. So let's go ahead and select and click select. Do I have enough to get this one? 18,500? No, I don't. I only have up to Tahiti, and then I only need to get however you say this, Santorina. It looks like it's in where's that? Is that Italy or something? I don't really know. It looks like south of Italy. And then obviously also Paris in, France. So we're going to go to Tahiti, as that is the max one I have. I really don't think it matters what flight you choose, like what destination you choose. So we're just going to go ahead and choose Tahiti. I have all of the meal upgrades for, first class and, economy and stuff like that. So we're going to click select. And the estimated Skybucks earning now is ×2 applied because I have the ×2 Game Pass. And as you can see, it's the estimated Skybucks I will earn is 9,946. I think if I do a really good service, I could probably bump that up to maybe 11.5 thousand Skybucks, or 10.5 thousand Skybucks, but we will see. Maybe 11,000 if we get a bit lucky. But yeah, I don't know what the flight number means. 4,890 when I've only done 136 flights. I really don't get what that means. So we're going to go ahead and select the flight. A menu should pop up if I want to invite anyone onto the server. Obviously, I'm on my private server and there isn't any, so I'm just going to click done. And we're going to hire all of my NPCs, my NPC flight attendants. 16,000 for the next flight attendant. Again, I don't really have enough. They could boost these, but I think I'm actually just going to save my Robux and not do that. I mean, I might do another video on Flight Simulator or Cabin Crew Simulator, not Flight Simulator, how long it will take for these NPCs to finish, you know, if they're boosted. So we're going to click done. Do we want an emergency selection? I'm going to put it on random, so we could get one. I don't know. I'm also going to put on my uniform and my badge, because apparently you get a bit more money when you have those on. I don't really know why, but apparently you do. So we're going to go ahead and equip those. And we are going to go to gate 1, which is where our flight is. And as you can see, there is the A380. It is a beast of a plane, honestly. It's so big. And honestly, it takes me 20 minutes, you know, at least to do this plane. It's crazy. So I might go ahead and speed up a few parts of this video, you know, when I'm serving the passengers, because even though I have NPCs, I kind of do like to do some of the, you know, things myself just to speed things up a little bit. I don't even think the NPCs can do 100% of the cabin crew thing yet, even though I think one of my NPCs is on full service. So obviously they should be doing most of the thing. I don't know, but obviously we will see what happens. But as we're just going to wait for all of the passengers to get to the thing, and it seems like all of them do. Obviously, this is not all of the passengers. Most will teleport in, as you can see. Oh, I've just seen that Lauren's on the server. I've already created the flight. No, unfortunately, I've got to love her and leave her because yeah, unfortunately, I've already recreated the flight. I should have seen when she joined so I could have invited her onto the plane. But yeah, unfortunately, I was a bit eager to get on with the video. So unfortunately, Lauren isn't going to be able to join us, but she might do a flight herself. Plus, I think she's done a flight on this plane anyway before, but obviously I did want to obviously invite her onto the plane. We're going to start business class boarding now, and I'm going to go ahead and obviously serve all of these people in first class. So you want a Pepsi, we'll see what you want. Oh, I accidentally clicked the same thing. You want a water, there you go. And I think that's people there done. What have we done in first class? Some of these people haven't been done, so we'll go ahead and do this. Oh, maybe deselect it. There we go. What do you want? You want a Sprite. We'll go ahead and give you a Sprite then. And what do you want? You want a ginger ale? We can give you that. There we go. And then hopefully soon we should be able to pick up their trash and everything. And get ready to board economy, and then obviously sort out all of the passengers, and then we should be good to take off. So let me go ahead and just pick up all of the rubbish around here. I'm just going to say rubbish because it is rubbish. We are not American here. We are British. There we go. You need to stow your tray table. You need to fasten your seatbelt. Did I tell you to do it? Nope. There we go. You need to fasten your seatbelt too. You need to fasten yours as well. The majority of the time, people do need to fasten their seatbelt. I don't know what it is about this game, but it just feels like most of the NPCs just don't fasten their seatbelts. I don't know why that is, but yeah, it's pretty weird. What I also like to do is I like to kind of sort out the passengers in terms of, you know, what they need to do in order to fly while everyone's boarding. So then basically when economy classes, you know, sort of finish boarding, I can then just, you know, sort them out. And then as soon as we've done that, we can then fly. Just so, you know, again, like speed things up a little bit, because as I said, you know, this plane takes ages to, you know, go through and everything. So the upper tier of business is being boarded right now. I think that's everyone from there. It doesn't really look like a busy flight if you look in economy. You know, there's a few rows that are actually quite empty. Okay, we might not get a massive paycheck from this flight, but I'm still going to estimate we're going to get around 10,000, 10.5. If we can get that, I'll be happy. So we're just going to let economy board right now, and as they do that, I'm going to sort out people up here of what they need to do. Again, it's all just about fastening seatbelts and, making sure that they're set up right. I think, obviously, as I said, the most common one I see is, them not fastening their seatbelts. I think second most common is them not sitting upright, and then obviously the rarest, I think, is having to ask them to stow their tray table. What does the word stow mean? Like put away, I guess? It just seems like a bit of an odd word to use. Can you stow your tray table? Do you know what I mean? We'll go ahead and ask everyone to do that. And I think now, this is probably going to be the most part where we're going to have to wait for just passengers to board. But I think what we'll do now is we'll just quickly wait for all of the economy passengers to finish boarding, sort them out, and then we can take off. So they should be the final people boarding now. So as you can probably gather, that took quite a while, and I don't know if you could see it on the speed up there, but the people in like the start of the hallway thing or the gateway thing, people were actually just like spawning in and like not even going from their seats. So yeah, that just proves to you that not everyone spawned in and like not actually went to the like seat thing, if that makes sense. Like didn't actually go and sit down in the waiting thing in the actual airport. But I don't know. So what we're just going to do now is we're just going to go and make sure that all of the overhead bins are closed, ready for takeoff. We're going to do it both upper and obviously in, well, both tiers. And then hopefully soon we'll be ready to fly. So let's just go ahead and close these real quick. We need to go ahead and do these. Not many people have done this. My goodness. Let's just make sure that we go ahead and do all of this. There we go. We'll do that. Oh, a sneaky one there. It will not get past me. We need to go ahead and do this as well. Wow. Not many people wanting to do that. So there we go. I think that's all of them done. We'll just quickly check on the checklist. It is indeed. Let's actually put the safety info on as well. We can't even click that. Okay. I guess it wouldn't have mattered even if I forgot anyway. But yeah, apparently I can't even put the safety info on. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit weird. Right. My flight attendants are going to be doing the first part of economy because there's actually like two parts of economy. So while they do that, I'm going to do this part. So let me just go ahead and do all of this quickly. You need to seat up. You need to stow your tray table. That's going to be one point minus from me because I accidentally told him to fasten his seatbelt when he already had done. You need to stow your tray table. You can kind of tell what they need to do, like even if you have a hard mode on. But I just prefer to just, make sure that whoever I am attending to is actually, or do actually, need some sort of assistance ready to fly. Do you know what I mean? So I think we just need to do this last person maybe, and let's go ahead and take off. I don't really have the takeoff animation thing. I just have the flights just to take off because it's just easier for grinding, yeah, I don't really do all of the pushback and stuff like that. So I think we're now in the air. We should be ready to go up to the upper deck thing here. Yeah, this is probably where it's going to take probably the most time. So I think what I'll do is I'll just speed up in the video all of this, me serving all of the passengers. So, just to speed things up. So I'm going to get to doing this, and I will talk to you guys once I have finished serving all of these passengers. Okay, so we are nearly done. As you saw, I've kind of done, I think, probably a lot of the work, and we only have a few people to do in the last economy, and they were the final person. So hopefully, well, all we need to do now is just collect the trash from everyone, and, you know, then we should be able to go. So let me just go ahead and pick up the all the rubbish, actually. So I don't know if you saw a theme, but basically from everyone in the upper, like, sort of tier of economy, I did the back part, all of the drinks, and then I did the or this part of economy, all the drinks as well. And then when I did all of that, then I went back and did all of the food, because I kind of think if you do all of the food before or all of the drink to start off with, then obviously then you just need to then focus on doing the you know, food after that. So it kind of gives, like, you know, like one less pop up above their heads, you know, show. So then it's a bit more, you know, it's a bit more understandable who still needs things, you know, who still needs something. Because that's, you know, with so many people here, it could get a bit daunting about who needs what. Like if someone needs a drink or if someone needs a, you know, a snack, you can easily find that, you know, like if you get some of the drinks out the way. I mean, if you have good eyes, then maybe it might be a bit easier to, you know, like see. But I don't know if the speed up showed, but I did make a few mistakes. Well, I say a few, like 3. It wasn't really that bad. You know, it wasn't several or not. But you know what I mean. I did make a few, you know, like mistakes here and there, but it was fine. And then after that, I did the business, or the remaining of business, because there's literally like 3 rows that, you know, the flight attendants don't do. And then after that, I went to do the downstairs economy, and I did the back part of all of their food, and I did all of the drink first, and then I did their food there and then. So I didn't go ahead and do the first part of economy until I'd finished the full part of economy, basically. So I did that, and then obviously then you saw in the speed up, the final person that we needed to do was in this part of economy. So it kind of works out in a way. So it means like when you got onto the bottom part of economy, there's not really that many to do. All you need to do is just like one part of economy and then you're done. Which, again, you know, it does take, you know, quite a while to do. Oh, some clouds just went through the thing. That was a little bit weird. Yeah, it does seem daunting. Don't get me wrong. You know, this has taken me probably, as I said, you know, like 20 minutes to do. But obviously it was all sped up and stuff. And I know that obviously if I get more flight attendants, I could probably speed it up a bit more. And I don't know if you know, but, you know, or you saw, but, you know, like when we were upstairs, we saw all of the icons on the bottom tier, and I was just like, you're just like thinking, will this ever end? And you're just like, come on, end. It will eventually. It's just, you know, a bit of a grind that you need to do. I mean, you don't have to do this plane all the time. You know, all of the other planes, you know, are fine. You know, the other planes don't take me as long as this one. So I could just go ahead and just do those, but, you know, I like doing the A380. It's not that bad, in all honesty. You just have to, you know, just have a bit of patience and just, you know, let go with it, you know what I mean? Just have a bit of patience and just get through it, you know? So, yeah, it's not actually that bad as it may seem, but, it is, you know, still, you know, quite time-consuming to do. So let me just go ahead and just make sure everyone is ready to arrive. There we go. This is like another, you know, sort of like order I do. Like I go from back to front and I do like one side at a time. Everyone on this row needs something doing. My goodness. Yeah, that row is a bad luck row. Right, so we've done the middle there, and then we'll do this row. You need to do your tray table. I think there's a few more people that need to be done here. Okay, you've just done them. Stow your tray table, please. You need to seat upright. You need to fasten your seatbelt. You need to stow your tray table. You need to stow your tray table as well. You need to buckle your seatbelt. I think there's just a final few people to do in business. No? Where have I missed out? Oh, maybe upper tier business, maybe. I did it. I swear I'd done everyone back there. Is it upper tier business, maybe? Ah, here we go. Seatbelt, and you need to seat upright. There we go. So now we can land. So hopefully soon we should just arrive. I mean, well, it's just a short transition and then we're there. Yeah, as I said, I don't have the takeoff animation thing because, you know, it's just easier for me just to get in the air and then just serve the passengers. It's just super easy. Can I go? There we go. One thing that I do really like about the A380, I mean, it's nothing, you know, to do with serving the passengers or anything, but I kind of like, you know, this part. If you go through here, you have like, you know, this is where the the flight attendants sleep and stuff like that, which is really cool. So yeah, we are now here. It's taken quite a while, but we are finally here. You know, at least it wasn't, you know, what it was like, you know, obviously on the previous version of Cabin Crew, you know, when you had to say drink or snack in chat or whatever. At least it's not like that. If I had to do that with this plane, not a chance. I would rage quit straight away because that would just honestly take forever. So I'm glad in a sense where it's just clicking and then just clicking the option rather than going through absolutely everything to, you know, what the, you know, passengers need to do. At least it's, you know, a bit more simplistic in that way. But, you know, as I said, even still, it takes a while, but that's just because there's so many people that are on, you know, the plane. So you do eventually get through it. It does take a while, but, you know, the rewards you get from it is insane. And right now, I'm kind of like grinding to get, well, both the max seats. Obviously, I just need to max out first class now. Obviously, get all of the destinations as well. And then what I want to do after that is I want to try and max out all of my flight attendants as well. So then, literally, whenever I want to do a flight or something, I can then just say flight attendant, or just want flight attendants on this flight, and then they just do everything for me. Like I really don't have to do anything. It'll still take a while, but at least I won't have to do anything. I just watch YouTube or something. So the final overhead bin, I do believe we click that and we get our paycheck. So unfortunately, our quality wasn't really that good. It's only a 4.7 out of 5, but again, that's because I think I made a few mistakes, even though that was in service, which is actually 20 incorrect passenger interactions. I didn't know it was that many. I don't know where that came from. Maybe when I know it takes over the entire thing. I don't ever remember doing 20, but okay. I mean, it's fine. We still got 5,000 from it, 4.6 out of 5, and then obviously safety 5 out of 5 because we didn't have an in-flight emergency. I couldn't do the safety info anyway, but obviously if you don't have an emergency, nothing really gets taken off. So we got the 1,000 from there. So we got 4,200 from quality and 5,000 from service. And yeah, I got 10.4 thousand Skybucks, so only about 100 off 10.5, not too bad. Obviously, if you didn't have the ×2, that would be quick maths 5.2k, I think. So the ×2 does obviously make, you know, a big difference when you get your paycheck at the end. But again, it's not really that bad. You know, even if we do make a few mess ups, I still, get many passengers. And as you can see, we're on 24.8 thousand. And as you can see, this is Tahiti Airport. I really don't think it's based off a real life airport, if I'm going to be honest. I mean, do correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, this is the one where you actually, walk out onto the actual like taxiway and then get onto the plane that way, a walk on thing rather than, going into those weird, whatever they're called. I think someone did tell me, but I've forgotten what it is. I do want to show you something quickly, but I don't know where it is. I think it's here. And I don't think many people actually know about this because I think it's only, obviously not many people I don't think have Tahiti or many people who have watched my channel. If you do know, then well done. But through this door, there's a sort of like brown or more brownish part of this wall. This is where gates 10 and 9 is. If you go through here, you're presented with a little bit of a weird obby. So what we do is we jump over here, as you do, and then there's a code here. Now you may think this is a code that, you just go to codes and then you just type it in here. So, 2301. And then you click enter and then it says invalid code. And this code actually corresponds to a mission. I think it's a mission that basically says, can you go to Tahiti Airport and tell me the code or something like that? Or that's what the aim of the mission is. So you just do that and then you type in 2301. If you're at that mission and you don't really want to go to Tahiti Airport, there you go. I've just given you the code, so you're welcome, free of charge. You don't need to pay anything. But yeah, that is the thing of at Tahiti. And I think with that being said, I think we'll bring this episode to an end here. This was quite a while to record. I think I've been recording for about half an hour, so hopefully it shouldn't take me too long to edit, but I don't know. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like on the video. That would be awesome. Thanks very much. Also, make sure to subscribe as well if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. But until then, take care and peace out.